All right, so let's look at text on a path, right? How do we create some text on a path? So if I want to take this text, just copy it, and I want to put it going along this path. See, now Illustrator already kind of detects that that's what you want to do. You see the change in the text cursor. But if it didn't, click and hold on it, and you can do Text on Path tool. So that is what I want to do, is I want to change that. So I'm going to go ahead and click here on the left-hand side, and you can see it already activates. I can do Command V, and there's my text on the path. Now, as I change that path, I could use my white arrow tool, and you can see as I change that, my text also changes on that path, which is nice. If I select this with the black arrow tool, you can see I get here's my ingoing text. You can see I can change where it's located. I can also, that's rotating that. If I can grab this middle spot that's here, you can see I can change where that is, right? I can just kind of move that along. I can also say, you know what, I want this text to be centered, or I want it to be left justified, which in this case where this is. So now I can move this. Well, I guess it won't let me move that. But I can move this point here and saying, all right, well, I want it to be further along this way. So you have some adjustments there. If I now want to take that and flip it, you can see I just drag that down, and now I have my text going underneath that path, right? Which is what the next one is here, is you're just taking that same thing, and again, it's using this middle point. I can flip it up or flip it down, and you can see it can go on either side of this path, which is really nice. So let's say we have this here. Let's just adjust this. Okay, good. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste in place. So Command-Shift-V, and then I'm going to drag that and flip it underneath. So now you have something that's kind of interesting, sharing the same path, but both text being on the top and on the bottom. Right? Pretty cool. Okay. So the next thing we'll do is look at, okay, how do we make your text go around an object? Right? So I'm just going to copy this text. I'm going to select my object, and you can see it naturally wants to fill it on the inside of this, which is what we don't want to do. So I want to just grab this and do Text on Path. Click that, do Command V. Oops. Okay, so now that text is on there, but it's like, that's not exactly where I want it. So let's see how to adjust that. So you can see as I look here, you can see I can make some adjustments. So I want this text, so this is where it would start, and I can say, you know what, I want it to go a little bit further, and you can say, you know what, this is centered right at the moment, let's make it left justified. You see how it went closer to where I had that dot when it's left justified. And now we're going to move this around here. So now I can move this text around. And if I wanted that text to go inside, I just drag this little center point here and drag it in. And there we go. So again, this is the start point, this is the end point. So if you see, if I move this, you can see it says, wait a minute, you went past your end point. So you can kind of set this if this is where you want that. So again, just dealing with these little points, right? This moves it this way. I got to extend this so I can see more of it. And this one flips it to the inside or outside.